very welcome. My name is David Widén-Oredsson, and this is Hockeyfeber. And today is the second episode of the third season of my own series called Powerbreak with Dave, where I invite hockey players or persons connected to ice hockey around the world, but also from Sweden. And this day and this episode, I have the biggest honor to present the first player from Belgium that I have invited, and he plays for the Liege Bulldogs, and he have a large experience from playing on club level in his home country, but also playing for the national team Belgium. And the player I'm talking about is the captain of the Liege Bulldogs, Paulus. Very welcome. Very nice to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate that invitation. So I hope I'm going to be good at that work. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm absolutely thinking you will be just excellent. So for those that doesn't know, how was it becoming that you were beginning to play ice hockey all from the beginning?
So, I was all my life in because my dad and my grandfather also play hockey, so it's story of life for me, from my 3 years old, I think before I put shoes, my dad put me skates and, would throw me on the ice, and I love it right away, I think, so for me it was an evidence, to keep going, for me it's normal, like still right now my parents still coming watching all my games. Now I put my son on the ice also, so for me it's normal. I start when I was like 3. So
yeah, that sounds fantastic. So many generations coming after each other, continuing the passion for ice hockey.
yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's a family story. Like sometimes we said like, okay, your son gonna choose, but for me, I didn't have to choose. My dad put me on the ice, and I really have fun right away. So I keep going, and I'm still going right now.
Yeah. And that brings me to the next question I have, and I think I can sense the answer in one way maybe. Have you any certain role model as you were younger coming up to this point that inspired you to push for ice hockey
Like you said, you know what I'm gonna tell you. My dad first. The fact is he's a little bit old, so I didn't see him play that much. But everybody talks about it to me. And like he was player like this, like this. So when your dad get respect from everybody, it was good on the ice. But when it's like that, respect is everything in sport. For me, and when he gets respect, like so it's my mom. When doesn't matter where I go, everybody told me like you the sons of Theophilus. Theophilus is my dad. And like so every time, so it's like that. It's for me, it's my mom also in life. So
yeah.
for me, I'm gonna say my dad also. So but
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's absolutely fantastic and great, and I think many players on different places around the world and sees this episode can relate to your feeling that, of course, you can have these big stars from the big leagues, but when it comes to it, I think from the closest surrounding, you can find the biggest inspiration.
Mm. Exactly. And like I think you need that,
Yeah.
to become better, like that, every time you have this, and like when you're at a certain age, you change a little bit. It's still your dad, but you have other players, show you the way you're getting better. And I think I still right now, and I still looking for good players, from different league, from everywhere, and like
Yeah.
every time you need, you need to fix like that to getting better, because
Yeah.
it's the fact, doesn't matter which age you get. I think it's the objective of a sportsman, it's like getting better, and I think that's what I try to do, like that.
Great. And how would you describe your style of playing? If you would tell the viewers.
I think, like I'm gonna say I'm more a grinder. I'm gonna say a guy who's working a lot for the team. Like I'm a guy who's gonna be everywhere. And like give everything he's got for the team. Working hard.
Mm,
Like I'm not the guy with the best skills. But
mm,
I got skills that for sure. But like
mm.
I'm more a guy who's gonna work for everybody.
Yeah,
And like be the guy, like if one guy has to be in a corner, it's gonna be in a corner. If you need a guy in front, I'm gonna be in front.
yeah,
The fact is, if you give me ice time, for me it's okay.
yeah, yeah,
The only thing I want is be on the ice. If you want, actually, I'm a defense, but
yeah.
like for a couple years, in Liège on the power play example, I played forward, and
Mm,
for me it doesn't matter if the coach needs me, just throw me. I'm gonna do my job, and that's how I be a leader. And I'm the captain for a couple of years for that. I think because like I play with pride, and I try to show to everybody like with pride we can do everything. And
yeah,
I still thinking, like for me, like the word beats talent. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
if you have a
yeah,
guy who works 20 more times than another one, I think he can win everything. That's
yeah,
why I want
yeah.
to. That's what I said to the kids. Like, doesn't matter if you like not the best with everything. You have to keep working, and if you
Mm,
work hard, you're
yeah.
gonna deserve something good.
So I think absolutely also that, of course, you can have any team anywhere you want, but if you don't create that mentality for an organization or a club that you are here to represent and bring your very best, and if you bring the very best, we can lose, but then you did what you had to do and you fought for it. And but if you doesn't play for all the changes in the under the game or put your head down, then that's the halfway to lose the game.
Exactly,
So
exactly, exactly. Like I'm with you on that.
yeah,
Like, if you give everything you got, actually, at the end, you for sure. I want to win, eh? Like, I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie to you. I
yeah,
think when you're a sportsman, you want to win.
yeah,
Like, win is huge. But sometimes, if you give everything you got, at the end, you like, hey, at least I give all my best,
yeah.
and sometimes you're good about it.
And so I'm absolutely with you on that. That's a mentality and a culture that's also absolutely necessary to go towards victory and success in any kind of sport.
Oh yeah, for me, like, sport is like life.
Yeah,
Like, if you have to try to be the best and give your best,
mm,
and every time getting better.
yeah,
Sport, it's exactly like life.
yeah, yeah,
If you just happy when you do something bad and you keep doing bad, you're not gonna getting better. But
no,
you
no,
have to
no,
work, and it's not
yeah,
coming right away. You're gonna try possible like 100 times, and after it's gonna come one time, and you're gonna be happy and never give up. So yeah,
yeah,
for sure, it's
yeah.
hard, but it's good.
It's really great when it comes all together. So, how would you describe ever since your time playing for Liege Bulldogs, the kind of feeling that Liège is as a hockey city for your
Like
friends and so on?
it's a small city, but
Yeah.
actually, like hockey beginning in Liège in Belgium almost, was one of the three first club at the beginning of everything. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when my grandfather do that was one of the first club, and
Yes.
I think it like not like city in your country like Sweden and everything, because we are different level. But we're
Yeah.
gonna say Liège is like a hockey city. Everybody
Yeah.
knows hockey but for different reason. Like, it's not that we don't have that hockey culture about know everything. But I think everybody is happy, and we have a lot of fans, and we have a lot of like crowd, and everybody is happy, and the city is really behind us.
Yeah.
And I think that's why also we won for a couple years, because like we have crowd and everybody is behind us, everybody help us, and we have a lot of people, who believe in us,
Yeah.
and give us the tools, to be good, So
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna say Liège. It's already a nice city for sport. It's so small, so everybody knows everybody, and everybody wants to see, a friends of a friend, like so. And
And
but for sure, I think Liège is the hockey
and
city.
and then also everybody in some sense are proud and happy if for this example that hockey team are going with success and winning, they feel proud for coming from Liège as a citizen.
Oh yeah, yeah. For everybody, like it's a big respect for Liège, and like more it, and it's real also. And more you win, more the people are happy. Yeah, it's for sure. Like when like us, we won for a couple years. Everybody like follow more us and like is behind us, and it's so good, also to be a part of this, because like you go out and everybody is happy with you, everybody wants
Yeah,
to talk with you about it, everybody give you respect because everybody knows we work a lot to get this.
yeah.
So hey, it's
That
unbelievable,
it must feel absolutely great to get that back as a player.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy, and for me even more because like I'm born in Liège, so
yeah, yeah,
for me, and like for it's crazy to say, but for my family also it's good, because like I won something, and like my dad told me like when we won last year, he almost said like not you do, he said we do, we did, like
yes,
so
yes.
for me it's good. He was happy as me, and like. I'm happy to give, to give good mood to all my friends and all my family.
To give back, yes, and as well, you get back for it as well, putting down as hard work as you do together with your teammates.
Oh yeah, for sure, because we work a lot. We work a lot. Like we have to know, like in Belgium, we're not full pro, so it's 10 times harder. Because like
Yeah,
in the morning we have to work, then you come at night and you have to play, then you have the family and everybody compose. Because like we still go on the ice 5 times a week.
yeah,
Like we
yeah,
have two
yeah.
game weekend. I don't think I know any league out of like not pro league who play two games week. I
No,
don't know a lot of league with that. It's
no.
crazy to play that much game.
So
So
that's
when you realize that, everybody said, yeah, Belgium is a small country, but come in Belgium, play a 45 game a season with the work behind and everything. Wow. So
that's
that's why I
respect,
think we have. I think that's why we have to be sometimes more proud, of
yeah.
us because we have to compose with everything.
Of course, absolutely. I totally agree. And have you any, if you are as you are a player for Bulldog Liège, is it any special team that are extra fun to play against?
You mean around the world or
In the
in
league,
the league?
in the league.
In the league, we have, for me it's special, like that rivalry we have it with Herentals. Herentals
Yeah,
is like it was the two first clubs. So I mean my dad got the same rivalry back in the days, and back in the days was different. Was all time hockey, yeah, more strong, more tough, was a lot of fighting, and everybody remember when old timers, like old players talk about their own thoughts, was every time, okay, remember that fight. We never think about the scoring on anything. But for us, it's so tough because like it's a family story. Because like we have like parents, like of my assistant captain Branko Jicic, like his dad played
mm,
also, and he played against dad of other player who play in Herentals. So like it's a rivalry for so many years.
yeah.
Everybody knows those rivalries, so it's tough.
It goes on in generations.
Oh yeah, that's why, and it's so good to play those games because it's a game in a game in a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and you have fans who were in those games back in the days, and now they're in the game right now. So it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Like those games, and you have in
You,
Liège you have a big crowd, but in Herentals it's like a winter classic rink, so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
outside. So
yeah.
like it's 10 times crazy. Like wow.
So that kind of game, you don't need to get any. the start is already before the game, before you enter
Oh yeah, I
the
think it's
building.
almost before the season you wait those games,
Mm.
and when it's top teams, so we meet those guys a lot of time in finals, so it's crazy, it's crazy.
Yes, yes. It sounds absolutely great. And
Mm.
for me, as a hockey nerd, and as I love ice hockey from all around the world, how do you feel that the league that you play for in with your team that have teams from Belgium, the Netherlands, and also from Germany now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you feel that it have developed the 2 last years from now up till now? How do you
I
feel that?
think I think first, all the players getting better. All the players from country by we getting less imports right now. Before
Yes.
we have a lot of imports, so less team. But
Yeah.
that means also it's a fact when you have 6, 7 import by team, is those 6, 7 players who play also. So
Yeah.
for a couple of years they put the limit of like with 2 imports, so everybody getting better because we play more. And
Yes.
with that, you have also more players who play outside of Belgium, like or Netherlands. But I mean the local players who come back because they come back. They came back. Sorry, like because they know they're gonna play.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how they do. And when you can, for Belgium is the best. When because we play against Netherlands, we play against Germany. Those players we play against better players because those country are supposed to be better than us.
Yeah.
And but we fix a good group, by taking players in Holland, taking good import,
Yeah.
taking back local players, and we won. So that's why I think it's good. And when you can bring, also it's good for us to see different hockey style,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie to you, Germany is like how many times better than Belgium. If you take about city, it's crazy,
Yeah.
like. And
But
do
But
go
as
on,
you
go on.
said, it's not fair in that sense if you compare to the time of how much you train and the possibility for the players to train if you compare, for example, for Germany. So if we just in a dream world think that somebody said, okay, Jordan, I'm going to give you an offer so you don't have to go to work in the morning and you are going to be able to focus totally on this for this couple of months over the year, then we have a completely different outcome of what the result could be. And still
Oh
you
yeah.
have brought good results. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
in that sense, I think you have really done really good. And as you said, imports is always good, but in the sense for Belgium, it's good that the home players, so to say, get a place in the teams. So the younger player sees that if he succeeds, I can succeed. So that's
Oh
how you
yeah, for sure.
develop a sport, I think.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think all the kids like are happy to see that because they see us and they're like, okay, we want to be those guys.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's good. And but I'm not gonna lie to you neither. Like I give practice to also youth player, and I try to get him like to go around the world because that's how we getting better. I think for me, we need, for us, it's a different generation. For me, like, was
Yes.
tough to go around the world and see different key style and everything. And I just have chance, to go a lot of world championship with Belgium, so I see different style, different ring, different everything.
Mm, mm.
But for me, like, I try to push those kids to go around the world. But for sure,
Yeah,
they said, "Wow, it's possible to have fun and play
yeah,
and like living the dream." Like I say, so like for sure, I try to keep that for the kids and try to create something. And I think it's getting better, but we need
yes.
time. It's not a thing change in 2 years. It's getting better, but we'll see in 10 years.
You move in the right direction and it moves. So that's
Oh
the
yeah.
good thing. But if you have to, in your with your experience, pick a player that you think will develop really good over the upcoming season for in your team, which player would that be?
I
If you,
think if I just pick you mean for the club of Liège or for
Yeah,
the top team?
Liege, yes.
For the club, I think all the youths getting better because like we create for a couple years the hockey school. So that means
Yeah,
it's the first in Belgium. So every morning, like the kids go on for 2 hours, and they start getting hockey every day, and that's why I create a lot of things, and all the kids getting better. They already a lot of kids go to Denmark, to Germany, to one kid to Finland, and all those kids from Liège like get space to go around the world. So I think the good thing we didn't say okay we're just gonna put everything on the top team. No, we tried to getting better with the kids because I think for us I'm not gonna say it's done, but it's almost like getting old. So for sure, when you're 30 years old, you're in the top team, Liège, you're not going to do NHL or SHL
yeah.
on your side, but those kids you never know. That's why I
No,
think it's good the
no.
club is on a good way to
Yeah,
develop kids first
yeah,
and getting better by that, because I think if we give those small things, those kids have a chance possible. We never know. So
yeah.
that's what I think they do good.
Yeah, I absolutely totally agree. And and if we were to meet or talk to each other after this season, what do you hope that you could tell me that you have done together with your teammates and your team?
Me first, that what the first dream was. I don't know if you know, but we go to Continental Cup in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
the first step for Liège. It was the first time last year we go there,
yeah.
and this
Second season, yeah, for you now.
second season this year we go in Spain, and
Mm,
if we can pass the first round, I think was the first. It's going to be the first objective. But
mm,
for me, if it's to win everything,
yeah,
like I want to win. And
yeah,
like when we come from a season like we got last year with by winning everything,
mm,
I think it's important to keep going because it's good to win, but it's good
yeah.
to prove everybody was not just a luck
One
year.
time,
One time I'm not gonna say it's easy, but
no,
you have so many teams who said doesn't matter where who like win
yeah,
1 year, but when you do like back to back, like it's changed everything because
yeah,
like you said, okay, was not only luck, I'm better than you, and right
yeah.
now so that's why I think it's the best thing.
So in that sense, you wanna give the feeling that we won it, so we make sure that we keep it.
Yeah, exactly, it's
Yeah,
our cup, nobody gonna take my cup.
yeah. So that sounds absolutely great, and that must be a great fuel, as you said. You want to show the surrounding that this was not one-time hit. We will continue doing it because that brings us fuel to
Exactly,
give it. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. It have been for me an absolutely pleasure talking to you about the best thing I know in the world, ice hockey. And I wish you and your teammates in Liège the very best of luck to maintain to be the cup champions, and very much luck for you in the second season of Continental Cup.
Yeah, no problem.
And
Thanks a lot. I
and it
appreciate
was
that
a really
interview.
great honor to have you as my guest.
And if you want to come in Belgium to see a game, you're welcome.
Uh, I've already thought of it. So you will, I will make sure that you know when I come.
Okay, no problem. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot.
really great to have you. And for all of you that watched this episode, I hope you enjoyed it as just as much as I did. And for those of you that doesn't already subscribe and follow me on YouTube and social media, make sure to push the subscribe button so you don't miss out of any new upcoming season episodes. And I wish you all the best and take care out there, and we see each other on YouTube. Bye bye.